Woo, after this I'm going to go take a nap. It is October and we have a Great Pumpkin postcard, very seasonally appropriate. This is from, I'm sorry I can't read your name, the little postal code has covered it up. Hello Matt and co-host, happy spooky season! As a certified scaredy cat and October baby, I have a complicated relationship with Halloween and Halloween films. Usually, if I want to watch a seasonal movie, I have to resort to kids' films, which can be fun. But do you have any favorite Halloween season movies for grown-ups that won't have me shaking in my boots? Thank you. The Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, you've probably already seen that, but that's a seasonal delight.
One that not a lot of people have seen, but it's another alternate take on the demonic possession formula, is Ava's Possessions, which is both a demonic possession movie, kind of, and a whodunit. When it opens with a sequence where we see a demonic possession and an exorcist and it goes over, and it feels like we're at the end of what has been a very long horror movie. But that's not what our film is about. It's actually about what happens after the exorcism, and also what happens to the world if they know that demons exist. Does that change what religion and science are even perceived as?
So it's more like a thinky horror film.
Yeah, but it's also very funny and very clever. The idea of being a demonic possession, it's kind of turned into sort of a drug addiction metaphor. Mm-hmm. There are self-help groups and 12-step organizations for if you've been possessed by a demon. But it's also kind of a whodunit when our main character discovers maybe she was possessed on purpose by someone specific.
And then we have a Charles Bronson postcard. That is from Sean over there in Canada. Any thoughts on the career of Charles Bronson? He's always seemed to me to be the embodiment of how a certain anti-charisma goes all the way around to being charisma again.
Well,
the late career of Charles Bronson seemed to be a lot of schlock and trash.
Yeah, aging cop has to deal with usually like human traffickers or something like that.
Yeah, he has to deal with the worst of humans and dispatch them with his gun in the bloodiest possible way.
Yeah, action heroes just kind of look like one of your dad's friends, you know?
Right.
And there is just something about Charles Bronson, the fact that he just kind of, he looks like somebody who works at the DMV, and so it makes the idea of him being this tough, fearsome vigilante that much more kind of charming.
He was always a character heavy when he was a young man in Magnificent Seven and etc.
Right.
Great Escape. And then so when he gets older, this is the only way he can really become a leading man, is to be this dark, grim action hero, anti-hero.
Yeah. And some people might say that he had a very flat affect and that he basically always played the same part. Well, to those people, I say, yeah, I mean, sure, he's Charles Bronson. What more do you expect?
And he always talked like this at the Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
That's his Charles Bronson.
Yeah, when they
I'm plenty lowbrow.
When they try to go to Branson, Missouri, and they end up going to Bronson, Missouri. Hey, Ma, can I get another ice cream? No dice. This ain't over.
I have an envelope here that I've been holding on to for a couple months now. It says, do not open until your Halloween shows. So that's what I'm going to do. This is from our friend who goes to Japan.
This is going to be good.
The Japanese are decades ahead of the U.S. in their musical greeting card feat. We're losing that race. Greetings from Japan to Matt and guest. I decided to bypass my typical summer card and get this Japanese haunted house one instead. Do you recognize any of these yokai? My favorite yokai in this group is the Kasa Obake. After a century, an abandoned object like an umbrella can come to life. Happy Halloween. Peter, fold this out.
It's like a pop-up.
There we go. We've opened the haunted house.
Okay. Is this like houseu?
The haunted houseu.
Whoa! That is cool.
I can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah. It's really just flashing a bunch of different lights.
Okay.
And more taking into, like, what all these weird one-eyed creatures are.
Wow. I'm gonna have to look at that one myself. Ooh,
Yeah.
She's got a long neck.
Yeah.
This does look like houseu.
Yeah.
There's a cat who's getting up to something. Oh, yeah. This is fun. I like these. Here is a letter from, allegedly, from Reykjavik, Iceland.
Uh-huh.
It seems to be from Bjork. Let's see what Bjork has to say.
Uh-huh.
I have several letters in this same handwriting from different personalities around the world.
Oh, okay.
We'll be reading those on future shows.
Yeah.
This is Bjork. There's the Icelandic flag right there.
Sure, gotta be Bjork.
This is written in Icelandic. I cannot read it.
I wonder if we can translate it.
Probably. I don't know if this is a convincing Bjork signature, but it's something.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Fun Rangers, okay. That's in English. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Bjork. You are a very talented musician, and thank you for your music. Go to our website, welcometothebasementshow.com. You can see every episode we've ever made, all the way back to 2012. And there are PayPal donation buttons that you can make a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support the show. Rolling donations, you donate a little bit every month, helps us out. Here are some of our rolling monthly donors. Abraham, Amber, Guide, Andrea, Robert, Eric, Benjamin, Catherine, Nathan, Lance, Bryant, Dave, Cassandra, Laura, Michael, James, Chris, Damian, Brett, Martin, and Jason. The rest of our donors later in the show. Right now, viewer questions for Rob. I did not have a chance to do a Facebook poll for questions for Rob. I'll be doing one later today, so we'll have one for our next episode. Rob's going to be on 2 episodes in a row. So these are from the archives. Lee Gregor, what is your favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie?
Oh, the first one I saw in the theater, which is Boogie Nights.
It's hard to not say Boogie Nights, although I think I would probably say There Will Be Blood.
Ooh, I still haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
I know, yeah.
I do have a very soft spot for licorice pizza. I like that a lot. I think I liked it better than most people did. Simon Salomon, what's a niche thing you're interested in that most people don't care about?
Book and record combinations.
Oh,
you know
sure.
this about me. Specifically the Power records.
Like Spider-Man, the LP.
Yeah, the old ones. Yeah, the ones where you could kind of follow along. I don't like so much the storybook ones, although those can be sometimes fun.
Well, Rob has written several pieces for the stage, plays that are reenactments of these old recordings. They're very entertaining. I particularly like the Kojak record.
Yeah, they're all read-along albums with the idea of the actors lip-sync them, but also act out what my childlike brain would have thought was going on without the context.
Yeah, the precision of the lip-sync is what really sells it. You really cast some talented people in those. Simon Gisler, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm gonna the second I run into one. I don't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I don't necessarily not.
That's my stance.
Yeah.
I don't disbelieve in ghosts.
Right. When it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm walking to my car in the middle of the night, you ask me then if I believe in ghosts, I'm going to be like, who are you? How did you get here?
Even in 2025, there's so much about the universe we just don't know. And we'll never know.
Yeah.
So you can't say, there's no ghosts. How do you know?
Right. If somebody dies and they've got unfinished business. Well, plenty of people die with unfinished business. Sure. That's what death is.
Yeah.
Almost nobody is dying and stamps all the stuff on the desk like a Naked Gun, So are we just surrounded by ghosts all the time? And if that's the case, then why is finding evidence of supernatural activity so difficult unless it's not what we think it is? I like the idea that maybe there's some kind of spectral energy and we can still kind of find trails of it in the air. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'll find out eventually.
This one, I believe, was for you. I think this was left over from the last poll. Therese Livingstone, best Halloween costume you ever wore?
See, I have a history of dressing up as characters in things that no one has seen yet. I went to a Halloween party dressed as the Christian Slater character from Heathers. It had just landed on video, and it was a college party where nobody was renting videos and nobody had any idea who I was. But I got it as detailed as I could. I went one year as Dexter. It was literally the day after Dexter premiered. No one had seen it. No one knew who I was.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
Jess Schucknicht, what alias would you use at a hotel to check in incognito?
Maybe I'd use one of the pseudonyms of Evan Hunter, who's a crime writer I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
So he wrote under the names Ed McBain and Hunter Collins. So maybe Hunter Collins. Maybe I'd go with Hunter Collins.
There you go. Tim Stymiest, have you worked any jobs that you considered to be dangerous?
One time I accidentally hit myself in the face with a crowbar on a theater set. Really, honestly, theater's pretty dangerous.
That's my answer as well. Yeah, I worked in the scene shop at my college, and there were power tools abounding, and we were young and very stupid about safety equipment, so we didn't wear our goggles when we should have, and I'm glad I got out of that without hurting myself. Robert Soroka, what 80s, 90s movie should have had a Saturday morning cartoon series?
There was a Nickelodeon attempt by the guys who made You Can't Do That on Television called UFO Kidnapped. Oh. And it never went anywhere. because they only did the pilot. What if some of your favorites from You Can't Do That on Television got abducted by aliens? Here's the show.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see the rest of that.
I would love to see an 80s cartoon series based on The Gate. Kids going after spooks and hauntings.
I think something that's really weird about the 80s is which ones did get turned into cartoon series.
Yeah, like, was there a Tron? There should have been a Tron
There should have been a
cartoon.
Tron one. There should have been a Goonies one.
Sure.
But there wasn't. But there was a Rambo. There was a RoboCop.
I don't remember those.
The drama club had their heart set on Guys and Dolls this year.
Yeah, well, maybe if they used last year's set from our town.
Joke.
Does that look like me?
And what's with this name? McLovin?
I'm not playing ball.
The accepted social order is head cheerleaders, stage star quarterbacks, not academic wannabes.
It's all right here in the John Hughes Handbook.
That was some fast running you did down the hall, son. Could sure use your speed. There's plenty of chasing on the field.
Did you hear that, Case? Said you had speed.
Said there's plenty of chasing on the field. Did you hear that? Can you hear me? Casey! Casey!
Something really weird is happening at school.
Everyone at school keeps calling me Toby. Who's Toby?
Sniff this.
I will not.
The old sniff refusal. How diabolical. Rob is now going to read the rest of our rolling monthly donors.
Yes. Mary Beth, Alfred, Shelby, Mauricio, Ian, Michael, Bernard, JP, William, RPC Services, Reed, Anna, Jerry, Thomas, William, Jeff, Kai, and Paradise Alive.
All right, we got 2 packages to open. Why don't you hand those over? Always cut towards yourself, Sloan. And there you go, doing it again.
It is a CD from The Cure.
This is this person has been sending me Cure-related things and albums. I got my Cure refrigerator magnet right there. I still need to put that upstairs.
Wow.
With such tracks as Alone and Nothing Is Forever, A Fragile Thing. It's a Cure record, all right.
Yep.
I Can Never Say Goodbye. End song. What do we got here? There's a note from Noah. Dear Matt and guest, I'm sending along an album by the band Citizens. Yes, spelled with an exclamation mark. They're a lovely band of which I'm terribly fond of, even though this European Soul is their second and final album. Their first, True Romance, was used in the 2015 film The Beauty Inside. Seen it? It stars seemingly every actor any good in Korea. Keep up the incredible work. Wow. This is Citizens, European Soul.
Wow.
Look at that cover.
Look at that. That's it.
It looks like Elvis Costello's Armed Forces a little bit.
Huh.
I like the cover. I'm interested in checking that out. We've certainly got some interesting things in the mail today, like this. We'd like to thank you for watching and for joining us at the dawn of the spooky month of Halloween. And we'll see you next time with more horror and more Rob.